family, friends, and YouTube. Today is May 29th, 2024, and we're starting off with curves. Let's get straight here. Snowy has 327 miles on her. I kind of want to talk about dealership experiences. We've all had different experiences with dealerships. I'm mostly talking about motorcycle dealerships. I mean, we've dealt with pushy salespeople, some with I don't care attitudes, act like they annoy you you're annoying them simply because you're coming into their store. They pretend or mislead you with deals that don't really exist. They're just tacked onto the price or whatever. They undervalue your trade-in. They definitely want to give you far less for your bike or for your trade-in than it's worth. MSRP debates and serious discussions about price. It's always a discussion about price, and for some reason they always want to throw around MSRP as if we don't know how to look up MSRP. They have excessive and unjustified hidden fees, crate fees, this fee, that fee. It gets ridiculous after a while. But I want to share with you my experience that was totally different, and it was one that I had at an event I attended. A couple of weeks ago, it was May 11th, 2024, it was a Saturday, I decided I was going to drive from Clarksville all the way to Chattanooga, Tennessee to meet Cruiseman. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Cruiseman, he's pretty much the guru of Goldwing videos on YouTube. You can find him on YouTube as Cruiseman Garage. But I wanted to meet him, and that's the reason I drove the distance. Well, basically, just to kind of give you a little story, I got there an hour early. I guess you could call that overzealous, eager, excited, and whatever you want to call it. Cruiseman pulled up next to me at about 8:30 in the morning, and we just started talking. He wasn't there for me or just for me, but you wouldn't know it. He and I discussed motorcycles, his 2018 Goldwing Tour and my 2022 Goldwing Bagger. We discussed my buyer's remorse that I had from purchasing a Bagger and the reasons why. I discussed why I bought a Bagger in the first place, and then some of the drawbacks I'm having from a Bagger. And my Goldwing had 820 miles on it when I arrived at Southern Honda Power Sports. So Cruiseman suggested that I should consider trading it in and see what kind of deal I could get. And I was thinking, well, this is probably not going to happen since the bike was only 121 days old, 121 days since I purchased it. It only had 820 miles on it, so I thought, I doubt they'll make a deal good enough to absorb the hit I would have to take from trading in a bike that's already lost value when you pull it off the lot. I thought it hit too hard for a 2024 model anyway, but I could see, if they cut a deal on a 2023 that they had in there, I figured maybe I can get a better deal. But I wasn't holding my breath. I wasn't anticipating any kind of deal whatsoever. I wasn't really anticipating trading in a bike because I just thought that was too far-fetched. Cruiseman and I stood in the parking lot and talked until the dealership opened. And once it opened, we entered the dealership and went in different directions. I went towards the Goldwings and that 2023 Goldwing that was all black, and Cruiseman just vanished. My impressions of the dealership upon entering was simple. From the street view is very deceiving. The dealership is massively deep. From the street, it would be like entering a football field from the end zone. It is wide, but is very deep and very long. I have never seen so many motorcycles in one location and so many Gold Wings. I mean, rows after rows of motorcycles, Gold Wings stacked 3 high in these metal crates along the wall. I felt like I was a kid at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. They had motorcycles, accessories, parts on display. Goldstrike even had its own wall of accessories. It was obvious to me at this point that if you are looking for something, it was going to be here. You should be able to find whatever you're looking for right here. While staring at the all-black 2023 DCT Tour model, out of the blue comes Cruiseman and Kyle Downing, the director of operations. I immediately recognized him from a YouTube video he did with Cruiseman. Cruiseman introduced me to Kyle and then just vanished again. I started to pick up that maybe this stop and go and vanishing is going to be the theme of the day. Kyle asked me about my concerns, and we briefly discussed the 2023 Tour all-black model, and then he asked me would I be interested in a 2024 DCT Tour. And of course, yes, I would be, but I'm thinking that this is not really a point of discussion because there's no way we're going to be able to reach some kind of deal, because I have a brand new 2022 and it's already lost value leaving the lot. Kyle asked me how many miles I had on the 2022, and I told him 820 miles. At first I think he thought I said 8,020 miles, but when I said it was 820 miles, he had this little surprising look on his face. And well, one thing led to another, and a gentleman asked me for my keys to the bike and to my Gold Wing, and I was like, okay. And then just, I don't know, 30 seconds later, another gentleman asked if I would follow him. He asked me what color Gold Wing I was interested in, and did I want a manual or a DCT. And I'm thinking, okay, I thought we were talking about this black one, but I guess we're talking about a newer one. But you know, what's it going to hurt? I mean, what is it going to hurt just to see what they can do? So within minutes, we started drafting up paperwork for possibilities on options on a 2024. And I was thinking to myself, well, I'll play along, but there's really nothing that's going to happen in this, because there's no way there's no way that I can do this. I mean, there's no way they're going to cut a deal good enough for me to want to just trade in my 2022 and take on a 2024. I was like, I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm going to play along because I'm already down here. I'm here to meet Cruiseman, so no harm, no foul. Just let them crunch their numbers or whatever way they think they could crunch them. And that's basically what happened. After providing my information to the gentleman, I returned to the showroom floor, started talking to Cruiseman again, and he was greeting with other people, which is what he came there for. So I was very careful not to interfere with his meet and greet process. After all, he was there for other people as well. Although I like to think that he was there just for me, but he was there for other people, so I kept my distance when he was engaged in conversations with others. Cruiseman then asked me how things were going, and I told him they are working on a deal for a 2024 DCT Tour. I guess we'll see. And I seriously had my doubts. At this point, I was thinking, no way, but there's no harm in trying. Kyle returned and said I qualified for special deals at Honda Offers and its affiliates, and he was going to see if he could make things happen. So I'm still, at this point, still very doubtful. Kyle asked the parameters I was willing to work within and came back under those parameters. It took me about, I don't know, 3 seconds, maybe 2 seconds to agree to the deal, and then things shifted into overdrive. This is when this dealership just went to an entirely new level. Things started to get a little crazy. A forklift came into the showroom floor and went to the top row of these crates lining along the wall and pulled down a white and black 2024 Honda Goldwing. I asked if that was a non-airbag DCT model, and the gentleman said, yes, that's your bike. The follow me gentleman came back and asked me to follow him again. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. The paperwork took about 5 minutes, and then my file was transferred to the finance section. It started to feel like everything was operating on an assembly line. Everybody had their specific role, and it was like go, go, go. Another gentleman came and asked me for my keys for what would be the final time. I informed him that I had accessories on my bike and I wanted to keep them. You know, I had I had the show chrome windshield. I had my Traction Dynamics engine guard. I had saddlebag liners and battery tender cable. And he said, no problem, we got you. And I'm thinking, we got you. Oh, okay, all right. I forgot about the dipstick extender, but they didn't. All of my accessories were transferred from my old new motorcycle to my new motorcycle. The accessories were, including the engine guard, were all put on the new bike at no charge to me. I was unfoundly impressed. Everyone at the dealership treated me as if I was royalty. I mean, there was not one person that made you feel less than important. They just kept going, stopping me every few minutes, asking me if I needed something. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that, and I've dealt with motorcycle shops and dealers, you know, most of my life. The experience was second to none, and I can honestly say that I will never buy another motorcycle from any other dealer other than Southern Honda Powersports. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. I will include in the descriptions the interview Cruiseman had with Kyle. And I will wrap this video up by saying thank you for watching, and until next time, just live your life.